Hi, Jordan. What brings you in today?
Hi. I've just been feeling like really anxious. Um, I've gotten a couple of like it feels like to me like I'm failing, but like it's not I'm really not failing, but I just like got some bad grades and I've just like been really hard on myself and like I don't know, it's just feeling like a lot.
Feeling like a lot, and you said that you feel like you're failing in these classes, even though you're not.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's just like my anxiety being high and like perfectionism, but it just like I'm constantly feeling anxious and like I'm trying my hardest, but it's just I don't know. It just feels like too much.
Well, may I ask you, just give me an example, like what was the grade that you got, and what was the best grade that you could get?
Um, so I guess I got like a C on my last paper and it was just like really discouraging. I mean, like I mostly get A's, so it just like felt kind of shocking.
Okay, that's completely understandable. It's very understandable. I want to kind of talk to you about the therapy that I'd like to do with you, if you feel comfortable with it. After I explain different things.
Yeah.
It's called acceptance and commitment therapy. We call it ACT therapy. It's a type of mindfulness psychology that really helps you stay focused in the present moment that you're in, and accept the thoughts and feelings that you're having without judgment to yourself. It really aims to help you move forward through difficult emotions so that you can put your energy into healing instead of dwelling on the negative, dwelling on, I'm a failure when, you know, you're really not. It's just that feeling, and you keep telling yourself that and telling yourself that, where you start to believe it.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you real quick, when did this start?
Um it's really I mean, it's been going on probably since I started school in August.
Okay. And is this your first bad grade, that, well, what you consider a bad grade, a C, that you've had?
Um I've had 3 C's and so I felt like, the third time it was just like too much.
Okay. Completely understand. So I want to explain a little bit on how ACT therapy works. Okay. So ACT therapy works by focusing and accepting your life experiences as they come without evaluating them or trying to change them. It's a skill developed through mindfulness exercises that encourage you to build a new and more compassionate relationship with difficult experiences. Doing this type of therapy can free you from, obsessive negative thinking, so that you can have a peace of mind and start to heal and be kinder to yourself. Um, so it really starts with acceptance, Jordan. It starts by accepting the emotions and feelings that may feel like, you're out of control, and mindfully accept that experience that you're going through. I want to give you examples. So you come to me and say, I want to change, but I am too anxious. How I would like you to think is, you want to change and you are anxious about it. You are not the anxiousness, it's a feeling. You're
Mhm.
anxious about the situation. Um, it suggests that you can take action without, first changing or eliminating feelings. So rather than setting out to solve problems or reach an expected outcome or goal, ACT treatment plan can help you understand the psychological pain is a universal experience. Everybody goes through psychological pain at some point in their life. So if you're okay with me moving further, I'd like to just give you an idea on the techniques I'm going to start using with you in our next sessions, if you decide to move forward. So one of the techniques I'd like to talk to you about is facing the situation. We call it creative hopelessness. Um, it encourages you to draw out what you have tried to make better, examine whether you have truly worked and created a space for something new to happen. Confronting the unworkable reality of your multiple experiences often leaves you not knowing what to do next, and you're in a state of creative hopelessness. The state is creative because it's an entirely new strategies that can be developed without using previous rules which govern your behavior. So the next one is acceptance techniques, which are geared to reducing the motivation to avoid certain situations. So there's a thing called unhooking. And what unhooking means is realizing that the thoughts and feelings don't always lead into actions. Um, Discriminating between thoughts and feelings and experience is very important. So then the third one I'd like to speak to you about is cognitive diffusion. So it really redefines thinking and experiences as an ongoing behavioral process, not an outcome. So this is something I want you to think of is going throughout the rest of your life. Um, you know, this technique is designed to demonstrate that thoughts are just thoughts, not necessarily realities. Then I also want to talk to you about and do a technique called valuing. So valuing is a choice that clarifies that you value your own sake. What gives life meaning? The goal here is for me to help you understand the distinction between a value and a goal, you know? And then the last thing I want to do with you is, self as context, which will teach you to view your own identity as separate from the content of your experience. You might have gone through something, but you are not that experience. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Is this something that you would feel comfortable moving forward and continuing to work on in this type of therapy?
Yeah, I think that it would be helpful.
Okay, good. Does this time next Friday work for you?
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you.
All right, Jordan. And is there anything, are you feeling, safe and, no thoughts of self-harm or anything like that, correct, Jordan?
No, I think I'm feeling okay. I just, it's just getting a little much.
Okay, it's just the anxiety, and we're gonna figure out how to deal with it and change those negative thoughts into positive thoughts, as well as separating those thoughts and how you feel from, the experience. Okay,
Awesome. Thank you so much.
you're welcome.